Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February 10th, right?
11.
11. Shit, man, time flies. Every day is flying. It's like we're 4.5 weeks out to our next upcoming big event, March 15th at the heart of San Francisco, Keys Art Pavilion. Now, right next to me, we have Kaelin Kyles making his MMA debut. It's a very, very big moment of a walkout for you. Now, Kaelin, let's introduce you to all the MMA fight fans out there. Who you are, where you born and raised, where you coming from.
My name is Kaelin Kyles, born and raised in the Bay Area, mostly San Jose. Yeah.
That's it. Now, how old are you, Kaelin?
Right now I'm 26 years old, about to turn 27 on the 20th.
27 of young age.
Right.
Now, what got you into training martial art?
I've just always been a fan since a kid, and
You watch a lot of UFC fights?
right, I've been a lifelong athlete, and so once football ended, it was kind of, man, what's next, right? And I didn't want to, do any like flag football. I tried some rugby for a little bit. I didn't really like that, and so UFC. I'm trying to
see what's up. Yeah. So now, when you're watching a lot of MMA fights, who's your favorite UFC fighter?
I watched a lot of Anderson Silva is the one that used to catch my eye a lot in the past.
That's OG right there.
Yeah, Rampage Jackson.
Rampage Jackson, back in the pride, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, Rampage Jackson is a well-known with that huge slam. It's pretty crazy. So now, what age do you starting to get into training of MMA?
I'd say I've been training since I was 25.
So only a year or so, a couple years.
A little bit of Muay Thai and kickboxing.
That's pretty awesome. Now you're training at Dark Horse.
Correct.
That's a well-known gym in San Jose area. It's OG Dave Velasquez. It's been around for a long time. Got a lot of good fighters coming out of that gym. In fact, you have a few teammates also fighting on this upcoming card as well.
Yes, sir.
Justin and you, and then I think a couple other guys. Brian is also making his MMA debut as well. Now on this upcoming fight, making a debut, you're fighting a guy also making a debut. I believe he's 24 or 25 years old, a couple years younger than you, Jordan. Catalano, right? What do you know about your opponent and what you think of him?
I've heard that he's a jiu-jitsu guy, so
right.
Training for that a bit, right? Trying to get more jiu-jitsu classes. Right?
Yes. So now jiu-jitsu is new to you.
Yes.
Okay. So now, but at the same time, like it's catch-22 because amateur fight, the fight's only 3 2-minute rounds. So even sometimes a good jiu-jitsu guy, it's not as easy as people assume. Like, I'm gonna submit him. Professional fight, it's a 5-minute round. It's a lot different. You can take the guy down, take your time, wear and tear him out, and then trying to work on the submission. But 3 2-minute round, time can go by fast. And I think time is being short. It's a little bit more favor to a striker. So time being longer is more favor to a grappler if they can take it to the ground. So now being an athlete like you. How long have you been playing football?
All my life, since
all your life.
I'd say 5 years old, 6 years old.
Shoot.
Yeah, from tiny mice all the way up. Right?
So what position do you play in football?
Running back, linebacker.
That's the most explosive, quick and fast. That's the position.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter who's against across the ball, right? You gotta stop them, right?
Yeah,
or score.
That's good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So you start training kind of new. Now you're fighting a guy that's also kind of making his debut. So how do you prepare for him in training?
Like I said, more jiu-jitsu classes is one. Making sure my conditioning is up, right? My cardio.
Yes, I think very important for all the debuters out there. So they train the conditioning up, a lot. But sometimes you see, even though like they can train 3 5-minute rounds in the gym, no problem, very easily can handle that. But when they actually in the fight, even though it's 3 2-minute round, they gas out pretty fast on the beginning, especially the newer amateurs. I think part of it is because they don't know how to control the emotion and the anxiety. It's like guys like before walking into the cage, they already holding their breath and stiffness and all that. So like by the time they start fighting, a lot of debuters don't know how to relax. They start gassing out pretty quick, you know. So now, being you as a football player, you've done a lot of competition, right?
Correct.
So you have that gentleness. You know, already know how to control your butterfly. You know how to control your emotion. That it's an upside though. You know, like I don't think people realize that like any kind of athlete that involve a lot of competitions, they have an upside dealing with the anxiety, the general. You know, so I think that would be a meal ticket. If you can keep it calm, keep yourself composed, your gas tank can last a lot longer. You know, so we'll see, right? It's gonna be a big moment for you.
Yes, sir.
March 15th. Get ready for that. You know, so now you are fighting at a 185-pound division, which means a middleweight position, middleweight weight class. What do you walk around weight right now?
I'm around 195.
So you're very similar than your target, your opponent. Your opponent's like at 190 pounds, give or take.
Okay.
And when I first met him on Saturday, I'm like, damn, you know, like you fighting at 185? He's like, yeah. But I think this is probably gonna be one and done for him to be a 185er. For what I'm talking to him, he say he's gonna do the 170 on the next fight. Okay. You know, whatever it is. Because first fight, I think a lot of people just want to test out the water and see how they cut weight. Yeah. But and this is the only amateur show that in the Bay Area that weigh the day before. You know, most amateur shows you weigh a few hours before and in the fight. You know, so a lot of fighters they fight like a weight class up, or they fight like they don't really cut much weight. But when you're fighting on our show, the Dragon House event, it's a weigh the day before with the pros. So you get to experience how to hydrate, how to do a weight cut, water load the week of, and the whole 9 yards. You know, that's gonna be nice. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, Kaelin, to buy a ticket watching you fight, how can people contact you?
You can follow my IG, undefeated_performance.
Undefeated _
Correct.
performance.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's pretty good. Now, do you have a full-time job?
I work part-time as a personal trainer.
That's why you're so lean and mean.
Right, I try to live by it.
Do you watch your diet?
Yes, sir. Try to eat more nutritious foods, not fast foods, McDonald's, and Burger King, all that stuff. Right.
I see some people are genetically like a freak, and they can eat cheeseburger, all this junk food, and they still lean and mean. I'm like, that's part of it. Maybe it's genetic, but that's pretty good. Now, what type of personal training do you do?
Integrated. I like a little bit all around.
So you like helping people to weight cut, gain muscles, endurance, and all that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a certification for that?
I do.
Oh shit! What gym do you train at?
Bay Area Fitness, Sunnyvale.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
so now all your clients, making sure if they're watching this interview, making sure they all get a ticket to come watching you fight.
Right, y'all come out support.
Yes, come out and support. You know, Kaelin's a big moment. The first walk of his MMA career, making sure all your friends and family come witness and come support and show you love and support. And that's all it is. You know, like amateur fighters don't get paid. They get a little credit for it on the ticket sale. So making sure all your friends and family come support and get a ticket directly from you so you can get a little credit for it. You know, now on this upcoming fight, any special loved one, training partner, coaches, supporters that you want to shout out to?
Just everybody at Dark Horse getting me better, man. Get me ready for this fight coming up. Thank you.
Who is your main training partner?
My main training partner? I mean, it switches around every day, but I mean, I like working out with Joe Thorough.
Yeah.
I get better every time with him.
Yeah, it's a big ass Joe, man. It's 6'5", and it's crazy. I say that all the time. You know, I know him for quite a bit. Sometimes I think that man's still growing. You know, every time I see him, he got like maybe a half inch taller. You know, so I don't know what to eat, Joe, but you get taller and taller every time. You know, surprising doing MMA, not basketball. You know, that's crazy. Now, if your opponent Jordan watching this interview, what do you have to say to Jordan?
Make sure you're ready, because it's gonna be a good fight, man. Going all the way.
Going all the way. Now, do you think this fight's gonna go the distance?
I'd rather not. Right.
Mm-hmm. Short night better than a long night, right?
Right.
Now, Kaelin, growing up being an athlete like you, do you ever have street fights?
The street fight. Yeah, I had a couple of those.
How did that turn out?
Me on the top, right?
You pound or just winning the fight, just knock fools out.
Yeah.
That's it, you know, another mini Kimbo slice right here. Watch out, man. So it's gonna be knock some dudes out. So for more information about this upcoming fight card, guys, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. May 15th is going down. Door opens at 3 p.m. First amateur fight kicks off at 4 p.m. So roughly we have about 22 fights on this upcoming card. 16 or 17 amateurs, 6 or 7 professionals. So amateur kick off at 4 p.m. Pro card kicks off at 7 p.m. So do not miss it out, man. This guy making sure all the fans get your friends directly, get a ticket from him, give him some love and support, and they put on a good show for you. And follow me on Instagram, Dragon_House_MMA, and then please subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm about to hit 5K followers. It's very, very close, and I need more subscribers. Support this MMA channel. So Dragon House MMA YouTube channel, please subscribe, and thank you for all the love and support, all the fans out there. Any special loved one, families that you want to shout out to, your foes, your families, and anybody out there?
Mom and Dad, what's up? Grandma, Grandpa, we out here.
Is your parents gonna come watching you fight?
Probably. I know they're interested.
Let
I've
them
been
come.
telling them, right? We already had 2 people that pulled out, right? So
Yes.
now we got this one going. Ready for it. Let's go.
That's awesome. So you do try to line up fight before, and somebody pulled out on you.
Correct. Twice.
Twice.
Right. So I'm ready.
Do they find out you're a football player and they scare or
I
what?
don't know what it was, but you know. On to the next.
What show you were supposed to fight at?
I'm not sure how it goes. I just asked my coach, hey, I'm ready to fight, man. Where they at? I'm in the right direction.
I love this attitude, man. This is the attitude. This is pretty awesome, and you don't give a damn about what your opponent do, what he trains, and you just ready to fight.
Yes,
And it's amazing because like every time I talk to some of the new guys, man, some of the new fighters, man, they're oh, this guy been training for a year, or he's a Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, or he's a Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy. I'm like, it's 3 2-minute round amateur, man. You're not ready for this. How you gonna prepare for a pro?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So now, Kaelin, ideal in a perfect world, do you wants to turn pro someday?
Yes, for sure.
Like Joe Thoreau.
Yes.
That's your goal.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Zhong Lo. Very happy to being part of the MMA journey.
Thank you for having
And
me.
yes, it's pretty awesome. I say that all the time. Many fighters fight on my event, make it to UFC, won championship, former Bellator, many of them. And I'm just happy to be on one of their journeys and watching them grow, start as an amateur or professional, either way, see how far they can go in the sport. And I will keep watching some of the interviews I've done like 15, 16 years ago. And I'm like, this guy's fighting in UFC now. And then back in the times, he was fighting on my show as an amateur. So it's pretty awesome to be part of your journey, you know. So, all right, guys, we're gonna update the website this weekend. A lot of lineups gonna be on the website. Check it out. This event's a live stream pay-per-view nationwide. If you cannot make it to the event, making sure you guys order your pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com. And right next to me, we have Kaelin Kyles. Last word before we signing up.
No, sir.
Tune in. Signing out.
Thank you.